I'll help you. I know. I'm recording.
You know what's funny about this? When she tries to close the door, the other two instantly copy her behaviour. They're just like sheep.
You know what's wild? I did Finding Your Roots, and they found the white family that purchased the first black wood of my bloodline off the slave ships in Charleston.
Yep, that's what we came off of.
If I wanted to today, I could find the white wood descendants in southern Georgia and pull up on a fucking house. One day I will.
Yeah.
They ain't got no money though. I Zillowed they crib. They broke. Like, yeah. That's the thing we were talking about with slavery, man, is that there was a lot of white people fumbled. Like, yo.
They fumbled the bag.
Yeah, you had working for you, you still couldn't come up. How you broke and you had slaves?
Yeah, that was valuable. That was gold.
They fumbled, bro. I could find the white wood descendants in southern Georgia and pull up on a fucking house. One day I will.
So you've got a guy who was never a slave, threatening to hunt down people who never owned slaves. Mickey D said he should keep going to see who sold his family, but that would destroy the narrative. Well, he ain't gonna do that, is he? Now, I don't know if this guy's actually being serious, because he is a comedian, so he could just be joking. Let me know what you think down below.
I don't care about your race. Your race and your empire will die. And you know what? All of this land will come right back to us, and I guarantee you, all my people...
Aren't we all people? Aren't we all human beings?
You don't treat us like human beings.
Well, you just said you don't care about us.
I don't. I really don't. We're going to continue to grow while your race dies off. And that's what it really is your white supremacy. You are so scared that...
You're going to continue to grow while we die off.
You're so scared that your women aren't having children. That's why you're trying to ban abortion. Y'all want y'all white women to have children because your race is dying off. Mine is
Are you
growing.
happy about that?
I don't really care. I just care about my race, black people and brown people growing. I don't care about you. You will build a border, you will build a wall, we will dig under it. And if you close what's under it, we will dig on top. Trust me.
Are you against borders?
I am.
So no borders?
I don't think we should have a border here. I think it should be controlled, yes. I don't think anyone should come in.
How are we going to control it if there's no border?
So you hate white people, but if they build a border, you're gonna basically try and get over that border by any means necessary to be with the white people. Okay, but this is the outcome of mass brainwashing. Everybody's divided. They say diversity is the strength. Well, it's obviously not, because the strength is in your unity. When you're all united and you share the same beliefs and ideas.
Is it illegal to cross the border of a country?
Borders shouldn't exist, bud.
The entire world should open up their borders.
We live in a f***ing planet. We don't live in a f***ing,
When you say borders shouldn't exist, are you trying to say that we shouldn't keep track of who's coming in and who's going out?
Yo, countries can f***ing exist without borders that make it illegal to live there.
What do you think the point of a border is? Why do you think we have them to begin with?
You sound like an annoying Charlie Kirk.
All right, let's not personally attack each other. He asked you a good question.
Wait. Up to talk to this guy.
Okay, I'll ask the question then. What would the purpose of a border be, other than to protect the people in society?
Loki, I don't f*** with you, so I'm gonna go.
Okay.
So bye.
All right.
Why are you trying to ban?
You were telling because you were because I was a historian of 19th century. I study the abolition of slavery every day for the past 25 years.
I feel like
and you were going to
white person are never going to understand.
Just because you're racist doesn't mean I can't study that.
No, I'm racist because you as a white person feel I'm discriminating against you.
No.
You have white privilege. Do you understand
You're
that?
telling me that because I'm white, I can't study certain things. Okay, you got a lot of memes in your mouth, but you're telling... Yeah, you just got a bunch of mimetic... Listen, I'm white.
You can't understand you have white privilege.
We have the same privilege.
Ooh, no. Absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
When we were talking about history,
Your
and you
people
told
were
me
never enslaved. They
That's
are
not-
still to this day being treated the way that I am.
Listen, I hate slavery and I study it every day. But listen, it is actually true that white people have been enslaved too.
Right now. So
If you knew absolutely anything, you would know that.
You are.
You know that. No, you know that you don't have information.
You will never be able to learn new information or hear any of it.
Every time the conversation goes somewhere where you realize you're out of your depth, you insult me and run away.
So we've got another professional victim telling somebody they're not allowed to have an opinion because of the color of their skin. Yeah, because that's not racist, is it?
As much as I would love to spend my time educating you, I do think it's important to, you know, go on and do your own research.
What has he done that you don't like?
Well, I mean, specifically recently, while the government has been shut down, he's been passing executive orders, which is explicitly illegal in the Constitution. Congress has to approve executive orders that happen, especially during a government shutdown.
Wait, Congress has to approve an executive order?
Yeah, executive orders aren't laws; they're just things that he says. But then they're subject to review by Congress and representatives. Like, he can't just be passing laws, especially while there's a government shutdown. That's the whole point.
Oh wait, isn't the Senate still working though?
There's only one person who's been present. Everybody's being paid though. And they defund stuff like Social Security and your benefits that you're entitled to.
Wait, Trump said he's going to defund Social Security? I never heard that. Wait, when did he say he wants to defund Social Security?
It's a part of the like big beautiful bill.
They've been changing the qualifications or trying to for some time.
The president is not supposed to have any sort of control over the national guard.
They're not supposed to be militarized.
So there's like no way that Trump could.
Well, he's doing it.
But like legally, is there any way that the president could take control of them?
I'm sure that there's a way that you could make amendments and pass laws, but
like now,
as it stands now, he's not supposed to be taking control of the national guard. He is. And it's an intimidation tactic. As much as I would love to spend my time educating you, as much as I would love to spend my time educating you, I do think it's important to, you know, go on and do your own research.
I actually think that these people genuinely believe that anyone on the right is like 100% against immigration, but that's not true, because I would actually swap every single one of these lunatics for people like this.
Thomas Drago Geron. You're a Polish-born warrior who grew up under communist rule. You spent 2 years in jail as a political prisoner for standing up to a regime tried to silence you with censorship and oppression. Came to America in 1984 and became a U.S. citizen. You're a retired U.S. Navy SEAL who served with SEAL Team 2 and SEAL Team 4, running over 100 direct action missions in Iraq as a lead breacher. You're a recipient of the Bronze Star with V for Valor. You're the author of the book A Pledge to America, and most importantly, a Christian and devout Catholic.
And American.
And American.
See, this guy is more American than pretty much all these crazy lefties running around causing chaos.
Looks like right here they're arresting a homeless man. What's going on right here?
This man is being arrested.
For what did he do?
We're hearing that he was distributing narcotics.
Okay, so they're getting a drug deal off the street.
I don't want to characterize them. I don't know.
All right, they're arresting this guy right here. They say that guy just said he was arrested for narcotics, so he's either a homeless man or a drug dealer here on the street. There you have in the bag whatever he was selling. They put it in the bag, so he was indeed selling drugs. Right now we have the FBI, the police, Secret Service. We got about 8 agents out here right now, and there is the bag right there with all the money and the drugs that he was selling on the streets.
After he had been arrested, a protester showed up and went absolutely crazy on law enforcement.
Cowards! 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 Stay away from homeless people! You fascist bums! Get the fuck out!
This lady just arrived and she is screaming in the megaphone. I wonder if she knows that they just arrested a drug dealer off the streets of Washington, D.C. Wow, you have a... Wow, you got a loud voice.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Wow, she just came right in here. This lady is an angry woman.
Stay away from homeless people! You fascist bum! Get out! Get the fuck out, bitches! Get out! Get out! Fuck you, motherfuckers! Get the fuck out! Out! Out!
realized that they did arrest a drug dealer.
Oh my God.
See what I'm saying? Who would you rather have in your country? That crazy woman or this guy right here?
You guys think that they should reopen the government so they can negotiate?
They're not going to negotiate. They had all the time to negotiate. They're pushing lies. Undocumented people have never received assistance in this country. That is not true. So this whole propaganda that they're pushing, that they're trying to get health care for illegal aliens. First of all, how are you going to say someone's illegal on stolen land? This was colonized land. Second of all, undocumented people do not receive assistance. Why is that lie continuing to be pushed?
And would you believe me if illegal migrants were actually getting benefits here inside the United States?
They are not.
If I showed you a video right now, would you believe me?
Because let me see your fake news, because it's not true.
Right,
Undocumented people do not receive assistance. That is not factually correct, and I would like to see your source.
These people were inside the Row Hotel, where there's also thousands of other illegal migrants living.
¿Cuántos meses es eso? Como 7 meses. ¿Y han tenido que pagar alojamiento? No, nada. No he pagado nada. Es 100% gratis. Sí, sí.
Okay. What I have to say...
Keep watching.
Well, they're getting benefits. They're getting things that we should be paying people, things like this. Healthcare to me isn't an issue that we should be paying for. With Medicare, yeah.
Undocumented people do not receive assistance. Well, they're getting benefits.
See how it goes from, oh, it's not happening, then they get proven wrong and they're like, oh, well, it is happening, but it's okay.
This is how I stole a house in Portland, Oregon, and totally got away with it. So the first thing I did was find a vacant house that somebody was trying to rent. Next, I looked up how to break into a lockbox without using force. Thanks, YouTube. Next, I forged some documents. This made it look like I had a lease agreement, and I called the utility companies and had the utilities put in my name. I'm not going to pay them, but they don't know that. When the owner showed up, I politely explained that this was my house now, and they need to leave. So they call the police, and I show them my lease agreement and the utility bills, and they tell the owner that this is a civil matter, and they've got to sue me. This made the owner super angry, so she lawyers up and tries to evict me. Of course, I can't afford a lawyer, so I call up a tenant advocacy group who gives me a lawyer that's 100% free and funded by taxpayers. So my out-of-pocket is still $0. So this lawyer fights on my behalf for months and months, really driving the owner crazy and costing her tens of thousands of dollars. Finally, the owner decided it would be cheaper to just give me a chunk of cash to leave rather than continue paying the lawyer. So she writes me a check for $10K and I move out. I didn't even have to clean the place up, and that's a good thing because I do a lot of drugs and the house looks every bit of it. Still no thank you note for aerating the walls, but whatever. So I just got 9 months of free rent in a house that otherwise would have cost me $3,000 a month, plus a nice cash for keys check. And I wasn't even charged with anything. I always thought that stealing was wrong, but it turns out if you steal a house, it's not even against the law here. So this couldn't have worked out any better. Thanks, Portland.
This is exactly what happens when you let liberal dumbfucks run the show. These blue states are breeding grounds for parasites that live off people who actually grind. They're full of criminals and leeches and are rotting from the inside out. Who in their right mind would want to own rentals in these areas? They incentivize laziness, fraud, and victimhood. You get what you vote for. Go woke, go broke. What do you think about this current situation?
The only solution I can think of without breaking the law, which might speed it up, if you're the landlord, just basically sign a lease agreement for like 10 of your friends and let them all move in, and then they can just cause chaos when they're in the house. To the point where the scumbag who's moved in illegally, well technically it's legal, right, it's a loophole, but you know what I mean, they would get so annoyed they would just leave by themselves.
One of my friends got taken in there and I was worried they would not come back out.
Did they come back out?
They did. They came back that same night, but they came out traumatized and not okay. They were sexually assaulted inside.
Your friend was sexually assaulted inside the ICE facility?
Yes.
So you're talking about like raped inside the ICE facility by federal agents?
Not raped. They were sexually assaulted, they were groped, and during the search inappropriately touched.
By federal agents is what you're saying? By
the ICE agents.
Our takeaway on a lot of these protesters is that a lot of them have said that they've been, sexually assaulted, maybe raped, they have some disability. What's going on there?
Everybody's a victim. Everybody's a victim. This is a victimhood Olympics. You know, if you're non-binary, other race, sexually assaulted as a child, your teacher took your crayons away when you're in 2nd grade, everybody's got a trauma. It's like bingo for retarded people.
He actually reminded me of something when I was a kid when he said about a teacher taking your crayons away, because when I was like 7 years old in primary school, or elementary school as the Americans call it, I used to have like these Pokemon cards, but you weren't allowed to have them in school for some weird reason. And a teacher found them and then she confiscated them. And you're supposed to get it back at the end of the year. And I went to get them back and she was like, oh no, you're not having them. They're mine now. And I was like 7, so I didn't think anything of it. But as I got older, I was like, nah, that's not right. You know what I'm saying? They cost my parents a lot of money. And I was just thinking like, nah, she basically stole them. I bet she'd give them to like her own kid or something. And I remember like thinking about that, and I'm still thinking about it today, like 20 years later. So yeah, I'm a victim. Anyway, I'll leave it there. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.